Ooh, it's hot outside. Mercy. It is super hot here. I've been sweating up a damn storm. Holy shit. It's good to be inside now. I've been outside all damn day. Got the pool sorted out. Everything is good to go. Everything is good to go. Good to go. Good to go. Yeah, dog. Everything is good to go. Okay, here we go. Everywhere I go, they find me. Okay, cool. Good. What's the 11th? The 11th is tomorrow. Okay, cool. Tomorrow is the 11th. Cool. Sounds good. 11th it is. I don't. Oh shit. Antigone, how you doing? Hello. What's going on? Yeah, I just got on here like 5 minutes ago. I'm good. I've been outside working all day, and I just got in and came in to cool down and chill out. What's the crown mean? It's like a top fan thing. Like whoever talks the most, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't pay it any attention. It doesn't give you anything. It just says you're a top fan. Yeah. Yeah, we had thunder yesterday, but not today. But it's really, really hot outside, man. I hate working out in the heat sometimes. It's just too much. So I decided to come inside for a bit and wait till it cools down again. I got Diamond here cooling out on the ground. Yeah, it is. As soon as you go outside, it's like an oven, like a sauna. It's crazy. It's like almost 90 degrees here, and the humidity is high too. It's kind of annoying, but I feel nice and cool now. I just went to lunch with my nephews and stuff, so I just got back. I have no idea. Like I said, I just literally got on, so people are, gonna come in when they want to. I just got here 7 minutes ago. People will come in eventually, and if they don't, that's cool. Yeah, I see. I can see the happy faces. Is that you? Mm-mm. Yeah. Well, there you go. See. Oh, hey Ashley, how you doing? You're about to donate because few. I don't know what's going on. All right. Well, I guess we can find out. What's up, Marley? How you doing? Yeah, I'm having a good day. I've been outside working and stuff, doing things, being productive. Same shit, different day. I sent you a message earlier too, Marley. Yeah, it's good so far. I can't complain. Ah, I see. That's what happens when you save people money. And you sometimes it's a crime saving people money. You know that, right? People are like, you saved that money, but you took money from me. That's what readers used to say back in the day to me. Mark's taking food off my table. Somebody that was in my life came in my life to take my money. I'm like, all right, whatever you say. Yeah, I got it. Ash, thanks. He needs to reimburse you or give her a raise. When I used to ask my boss for a raise, he said, "Go in the ladder. You'll get up there." All right. People be mad lately. You know how they are. It's just the way people are. People get mad. Yeah. People are full of rage. You know. People are full of rage and always mad for nothing. Yeah. It's just the way it is, you know. You're not allowed to have an opinion. You're not allowed to say anything because then the whole world comes to an end, you know. So I find that the world today is full of sensitive people. You know, you can't say anything because people think that things are directed to them. But instead of, you know, some people just can't handle what I say and then they get all upset for nothing. And then they go on rants and raves and, you know, be all personal and carry on and shit. Hey, you want to do that? That's up to you. Like I say to many people, people do it to themselves. They expose themselves. All you gotta do is stay quiet. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you can't. Everything I say on here is a problem to everybody. I can't have an opinion because I'm the worst person in the world if I do. Like people can say whatever they want, but I can't say what I want. It's a crime. Okay. Meanwhile, I don't even say people's direct names and this and people. You know, I got bashed about 2 hours ago by somebody that I ain't even mentioned the person's name in here once. I'm just talking in general about people. And I've told many of people before, like I've been through hell on here from people. So if you want to, you know, do videos about me, bashing me and talking shit about me, go right ahead. It don't matter because the people who know me know that I really don't care about what you have to say. If you feel good because you disrespected me, then hey, that's on you. Like, oh, that's what I'm saying. I ain't never mentioned nobody's name in here. I just said, right, that how I feel about certain things and how certain readers say certain things is my opinion. So what? I'm mad. You're mad at me, and you're gonna run me down and get personal and talk shit about me, about what I look like, and what I say, and all this bullshit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Do I say anything like personal about you? Like, what the fuck is? You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is before I answer your question, Ashley. You know what it is? Is they want to start a war with me, right? You know, they want to start a war with me so we can go back and forth. So then people will come to their channel and like, you know, blah 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 blah. You know, you know, people just want to like they want to start a war with me so they can see if people from my side will go to their side and be like, oh yay, we're on your side, we're on my side. But I'm not going to give you that time of day. You know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all good. Like I said, I'm not even entertaining it really. I'm just like I just said what I said and that's it. Because I think it's sad that you want to do a live about me and get all personal, racial, personal, name calling, bashing, just outright disrespecting me, and I've never ever done that to this person. And instead of like coming in here and saying, what's up, Mark, or emailing me, or hey, I don't want my mind to wander, but are you saying anything about me? Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell did I do to you? But you know what it is uh, uh what it is like this person that bashed me, they did it, they're doing it to get a reaction out of me. And this is about the only reaction you're gonna get. Because if you think I'm gonna do a video just about you, you're not that important. But obviously, I was so important that you had to make racist comments, talk about the way I look. You praise me one day and then you talk shit about me the next, and then you say that I've wasted a whole lot a life on you're in here worrying about what I say. My opinion should never matter to you. And if I am saying things that offend you, then don't come in here. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand these people. Like, and he's on this guy's on his live talking pure shit about me, like I destroyed him, or I bashed him or something, because of an opinion. And then you say that I talk about God, and then I bash people. You said you thank God, and you wish peace and love and all this shit, and then in the same breath you're calling me the N-word. You're saying that I'm not black and I'm white, and you're making all these racist remarks and talking about my nationality, talking about what I look like, my weight, and how you can do more push-ups than me and all this crazy ass shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this delusional person? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you don't make no sense. You contradict yourself the whole 10 minutes you bash me. Like, I don't understand what's your problem, bro, but you should have came to me like a man instead of bashing me, because now you look suspect, and now you look like the person who people think you are. I didn't even have to do anything. You did it all to yourself. And that shows your age and your mentality. You know? And then you got your little minion in there that is talking shit about me too, because she's so sensitive that when I say something to her, oh, Mark is mad at me, Mark is this at me, Mark don't speak to me, Mark is this, Mark is that. So if you feel that you're guilty from what I said, then that's your fault. It's your fault, not mine. I'm over here minding my business. If I talk about people, that's my problem. That's my thing. But I'm never gonna be racial and disrespect people outright and talk about what they look like and shit. If I do, it's like a joke or something non-personal, like what somebody's voice sounds like. And then you're making all these false accusations. Yeah, exactly. It's generalized. I'm talking about psychics in general, how they have this and have that, and then they don't say what they do and do what they say. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the fake ones. So if you're offended by those comments, that means that you're offended that I'm calling you out as a fake person. So now you just proved it. And by talking about God and then bashing me in the same sentence, you look like the person that don't have God in your heart. Exactly. If you listen to what he says, it don't make no sense. And it's sad that this person has to do all that noise for nothing. Like, and I ain't even done nothing wrong to the person. That's the sad part. He's assuming that I'm talking about him. When I'm not even pointing out a certain person. I'm just saying, like, these are people that, and I have plenty of people who can't stand me from the past. And I'm lately I've been talking about people from the past. You know, I swear I can't say nothing on here without people getting sensitive and getting all offensive. Like, and the sad part is I've never personally attacked him or the other person at all. Never. I've never said anything bad about them personally, like they did to me. So that just shows how much of a person you are. And I hope everybody hears it. I hope everybody looks at that live and says, wow, this person's really got problems. And I hope everybody goes over there and reports it too, because it's disgusting the amount of shit that guy said about me. And the thing is, I've never said one word about him on here publicly. But I know what it is. He's trying to get a reaction. So I do a video about him and people are like, oh, look at this beef. Oh, yeah, let's go see this person. Let's take a side. Because that's what the other guy did to me last time. And I said, I'm not doing it this time. You ain't getting that type of fame off of me. And then he wants to compare subscribers and views. And I'm like, see, you're proving already that you are on YouTube to get popular and to get likes and views. Where me, I always tell everybody that shit don't matter to me. I'm just here to help you. So you already exposed yourself. You exposed yourself the whole video. You exposed yourself. I ain't even got to say nothing because you exposed yourself. And ain't nobody watching that shit anyway. Yeah. All right, Ashley, you said, let me do your reading because I don't want to waste no more time on people like that. And if he wants me to sit here and bash him, I'm not, because you already did that to yourself. Talking about people like the way you talked about me, well, people will have their own opinions about who you are now. You just proved to everybody who you are. All right, can you tell me why Dante is mad at me? All right, let's check. Yeah, I don't react to like disrespectful things like that. You know, what he said about me was absolutely disrespectful, and I've never done that to him personally on here ever. So obviously he's got issues. So I'll let him cool down. You know, I'm not going to do what he did. That's not my style. I'm a grown man. All right, so actually, I'm not getting anything good here. He just thinks that you have a friendship with no real meaning towards him. He doesn't really want anything more than just to be friends. But he thinks that he doesn't want anything to like. He doesn't want any type of present type of like he doesn't want anything to do with you. That's why like he doesn't want anything to do with you. He just wants to like even like not talk or whatever. He just doesn't want anything to do with you. I'm getting that something's going up in this guy's like personal like relationship life, you know? And this person's been tricked in the past. They're very depressed. And I feel like this person, Dante, has got like they got issues, man. Because you said here, can you tell me why he's mad at you? But the thing is, the cards that I get is like he's mad because like it's not like he's mad at you. I just think that he doesn't want nothing to do with you. That's what I think. I don't think that he actually had like he wants to like be your friend. It's not because you did something wrong. It's just that he doesn't want nothing to do with you. And it's weird, yeah. Marley, watch how you say get off your bullshit, because I use that term and people get sensitive, you know. But I'm glad you're not sensitive. But he thinks that, you know, he just thinks that he doesn't want to be around any women because he doesn't want to deal with, he doesn't feel like he can find a complete person. But he doesn't like feel anything. He doesn't want to be friends. Like it's weird, yeah. Right. I know you're not together and I know you didn't do anything wrong. It's just that he doesn't want anything further to go on, you know? Right. He was just there for fun. But I feel like he's depressed because of like relationships he's had. You know, like I'll explain it this way. Like he might be like, because he's seen with you and you're a woman, right? When you have the opposite sex and they like hang out with each other, and a male and a female, and people automatically think, oh yeah, they like him, you know, they like this person because I saw him with her. You can be best friends and be like the same, like the opposite sex, right? So I think that maybe there's a woman that likes him and says, "Oh, you hang around Ashley. I saw you with her the other day, or I saw this and that." So it could be like that type of situation. And he's like, "Look, I'm not going to talk to any of you women because you drive me crazy." So I don't think it's actually like a personal thing towards you. I just think that he doesn't want to speak to anybody and doesn't want to deal with anybody. So I think you and a few other people that this person probably doesn't want to speak to, you know? So I hope that makes sense. But like, I don't think that he does. I see him being disappointed by people in general. So you know how you get disappointed by a lot of people, you know? Well, the thing is he communicating with you? And what is he like? And what is he saying? Like, is he saying that you're mad? Like he's mad at you? That don't make no sense. Because if you ain't done nothing to him, then why would he be mad at you? That's weird. I don't know. Because at the end of the day, I don't see like him being mad at you. I just think that because the cards show me that he doesn't want anything to do with you. Like, like he doesn't want to engage any further with you as friends or whatever, right? Or communicate with you because he has like all these issues with other people. Okay. So that's the thing. So because I see like another woman here. So if you were talking about another woman to him, maybe he got sensitive about it and was like, "Why is she telling me about this other woman?" Like, right, exactly. So I don't know, Antigone. People are crazy, man. It's another man. So yeah. So maybe he got sensitive because you were talking about another man in front of him. That's how people get, man. They get sensitive and they get like jealous when you talk about the opposite sex. That goes back to what I originally said. So if it was an opposite sex thing, which now I know because it's a man, then that's what probably happened. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But it doesn't matter if you aren't together. It's just that some people cannot be or in a friendship or relationship with you in a serious way, but they think that you could be like an option. I mean, I'm just giving my opinion on it, like, But if he's treating you in a bad way or accusing you of shit, then that tells you right there you just need to delete him and move on, right? That's pretty much what it is. And if you're not together, that's a good thing because why would you want to be with that person anyway, or even be their friend, or even associate with them if they're gonna treat you this way? You know, maybe he's mad. He's just mad because he's just a mad person. There's a lot of mad people lately. It's the full moon. See, the full moon energy is bringing a lot of mad people out. They be howling and shit at the moon, taking their frustrations out on me. I can't. I ain't even done nothing wrong. It's sad. But anyway, I wouldn't take it too literally. Yeah. Yeah, it's a full moon. That's why people acting crazy and acting nuts. I ain't even. I'm telling you, but I can't say nothing on these lives without people getting sensitive or thinking that I'm talking about 'em. And just like you said, I generalize everything. I never say like specific shit unless I'm talking about my past. But anyway, I know I ain't done nothing wrong, so I ain't gotta worry about shit. He's the one who kept saying he didn't want a relationship. Exactly. So if he says he didn't want a relationship, then that's pretty much what I was saying, you know? Yeah. Well, Antigone, you say I'm rude too, so so good. But I know you're just joking. So actually, I don't know what more to tell you, but I just think that that person is just not wanting to engage in a friendship or a relationship. And if he's already said that, then obviously they're crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy people, man. Hey Santina, how you doing? Shit, I didn't even see you. Were you in here? Oh yeah, you are here too. Hello. Oh hey, how you doing, Santina? I'm sorry, I was in my own world over here talking about and reading Ashley and talking about people bashing me online and stuff. Yeah. I'm sorry, sweetheart. How could I ever do that to you? I haven't seen you forever. I hope you're doing good. Shit, I can't be not seeing. Hey, Lucky, how you doing? I can't be like overlooking my friend. Shit, Santina be like, Mark ain't even said nothing to me. I'm gonna slap his ass. All right, let me just answer some texts I have here. Hold on a sec. Give me 1 second. Um, um, Hold on a second. I gotta sort out some stuff here real quick. Mm. Hey Maria, how you doing? Oh, hey Teresa. You said you were chatting in here and it wasn't in here. Yeah, you're here. I didn't block you, sweetheart. I would never do that. Why would I block you? I was just I was just doing a reading. That's why I didn't answer you. But yeah, I didn't do that. I would never do that to you, Teresa. I wouldn't have no reason to do that. Hell no. No. I actually just saw my friend Try Hard HD and I'm like, where the hell is she? Because I got a donation. I'm like, where is she? And I couldn't even see her. And then I had to scroll up and see her. No, I would never do that to you, Teresa. Hell no. I messaged you on IG because I'm in shock and confused about that person as well. I'm like, why the hell would that person say all those things about me? I ain't even done nothing wrong to this person. I've never mentioned their name on here ever in my life. But I know what it is. But it's just it's what people do, man. I can't control how people view my opinions and think that I'm talking about them. I never said the person's name not once in here, but apparently that's what they think. And instead of talking to me like a man, one on one, they want to talk shit about me and bash me and use racial slurs and all these other things against me. And I ain't even done nothing wrong to them. So they just proved who they really are. So I don't even have to say anything. They already proved it to themselves. Oh, I didn't see it, Teresa. I didn't see it because the only person in the very beginning I have Antigone, Marley, and Ashley. That's the only people I saw in the beginning of the chat. But sometimes you have to sometimes what you have to do is you have to put your thing on, instead of top chat, you have to put it on live chat so you can actually see the messages will come through sometimes. YouTube acts up like that sometimes. If you're on your phone, it might do that. Yeah. All right, let me get to these readings for a second. Hold on. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that person in here because I'm here to do readings and help people, and I really don't. I heard some of the things he said about me, and I'm actually, you know, upset about what he said about me. But obviously they have issues. So instead of coming to me like a man, you want to do a video about me. And then you want to say all this bad shit about me, and I ain't even said one word about you on here ever, about what you look like, what your race is, all that type of stuff. So I'll let people, see who he really is. So it's not my problem. I could care less, to be honest. Him and his little minion in there. You know what's funny is people show their true colors after a long time, and you are who you hang around. So to the other person that was in there talking shit about me, that comes in here all the time, and you're apparently everybody's friend in here, instead of defending or me that you've known longer, you want to defend somebody you just met the other day. And then you're upset because I give you a hard time, but yet I do a lot for you too. But whatever. I could give a flying fuck about whoever comes in here and who doesn't. Because for every person that leaves, another person comes. And I don't have a bad name on here for doing stupid shit like that. So you want to look bad on, and you go right ahead. Calling my name ain't gonna get you nowhere. Because apparently I'm irrelevant. All right, so all right. Santina, thanks for the donation, sweetheart. And you can ask your question when you're ready. It's sad because the person said that I don't get no views, and he says that the only thing I do is get paid readings and all this stuff. So I'm like, well, is that like a bad thing? And why are you worrying about what I'm doing over here? It's obviously bothering you. I never once tell anybody to like my videos or subscribe to me, or I never say anything like that. You know, that's what I'm saying. This guy, he's delusional. Like, if he thinks that I'm gonna sit here and do free shit like him all day and look like a clown. And then he says I get no views and all this stuff. I don't care about that stuff. I don't care. It can be 5 people in here, 10 people in here, or one person in here. I'll still be talking to the person, no problem. He says I've done more than you in 2 years than you've done in 5 years, and I'm like, so what? What is that? Where's that getting you in life? I don't care. He's trying to compare me to him and me to other people. I'm like, your comparisons don't make no difference to me. I'm not here to compete with anybody. But apparently I am. Apparently he says that I claimed that he was taking my clients. I never once said that. I was telling people on here that that's what people said about me. But he twisted my words like most people do on here. All right, so Santina, I don't know if you asked your question. Yeah, Marie, I got your PayPal. You're after Try Hard HG. He was actually talking shit about Dan, Miss Bikini. He said Marley also, that they don't come in his room and support him and get readings from him and all this shit. And I'm like, what? So that's my fault? That's my fault that people don't support you? Like that guy, man, he's just. I'm really disappointed in him. I can't believe like he would say so much bad shit about me for nothing, instead of just coming to me like a man and talking it out like two readers or two people, two friends, whatever. But I guess you get more satisfaction going on live and talking shit. So yeah, I'm not into that. And then his little minion said that I talk shit about everyone. Apparently I talk shit about everybody now. Majority of the times all I do is talk about my past and how things were and what people say. That's all. Like Marley said, generalizing things. Yeah, pretty much. That's probably what it is. Oh, you put it in the PayPal note? My bad. Well, that's all I've ever done, Teresa, but apparently it's not good enough for him. I supported him and I've donated to him twice. Helped him out, put him on my community page. Never ever said his name in here in a bad way. But I know what it is, but I'll DM you later and tell you what I think it is because I know what it is, but it's the typical thing, I'm not allowed to have an opinion because, if I do, then it means that I took money away from him or a client away from him. All right. So you said you just met a guy today named Mark. I want to know if I reach out to him, will he be worth my time? All right, cool. Let me see if this person is worth your time. Because I got to make sure that you have a good man in your life, Santina. Hey, Mystical, how you doing? Nah, I don't have to do all of that. Like it always has been. There's a lot of people on here that do free readings because no one's gonna pay them, and they get mad because I get paid. And then he says I don't do free stuff. I give people free cards every day. So, like I said, it's all false accusations and with no proof. Liars have no proof anyway. And he has no proof that I actually was talking about him, but he thinks I am. So, whatever. All right. Well, this person likes you. They think that you're elegant. They think that you are, you're extremely comfortable. They're extremely comfortable talking to you. They think that you're a good person. They think you have a lot of grace and you dress well and you look good. I got you. In their eyes, you're the queen of pentacles, But I would say this person's kind of like they want to start a new relationship. They want to get into a relationship with you and they want to become friends with you. But the thing is, they're very reluctant about moving forward with you or with anyone because they've probably been hurt in the past, the same usual thing. But I feel like if you were to call them, right, and talk to them, they would give you it'll be worth your time. It's just that he's probably thinking the same thing. He's like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like I feel like this person is not a bad person. I just feel like they're going to be very reluctant on proceeding right away, or like they're probably thinking that you probably feel the same way, even though they approached you and stuff, But I feel like this person like wants a romantic relationship. They want friendship. They want to make things further, but they're also reluctant at the same time. Let me see his energy by itself. I don't want you to be dating some weirdo. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I get him reversed here, and it's saying that, he doesn't have the strength or the courage to like deal with another messed up romantic relationship because he feels worried and complete that every person he comes up to is not going to work. So um he already has like the mentality of, I have to clear away my old thoughts and put my new thoughts on Santina and say, okay, she's not like everybody else, but he doesn't. So it might be like, I'm not getting he's a bad person or anything like that, or it's a bad choice, because I feel like he wants love and stuff. But the thing is like, he keep asking me, what is it that I want? And do I want a husband? He said, I know you want stability. Right. So, like I said, I don't see this person being a bad person, but they just want to know exactly what you want. Because for him to say that, I feel like he's saying that because he doesn't want to get hurt again, or he doesn't want people to take him for what he has and what he does. Unfortunately, other people ruin it for others, and they keep that inside of them all the time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you were to date him or go out on a date, it's going to be good because I got all good things. It's just like because he doesn't know you and you don't know him personally and you're getting to know each other, or just texting and talking. But if you start to date him, it'll work. I got the Sun card, Three of Pentacles, Two of Swords. So it's going to be like, figuring each other out. But I don't get nothing bad at all, to be honest. I'm getting that it looks good, but I think right now it's just a test to see like if you're really about that life that he wants as well. So I think that you both will test each other's sincerity. But if you start to date him, it looks good. It's nothing bad at all. Yeah. Well, I'm just telling you what I'm getting in the cards. But I mean, it doesn't tell me you're gonna marry him in 9 months, or you're gonna have a great relationship. It just tells me if you start to date him, right, that it will be okay. He's not like a bad person. And you guys would have to like work it out, see how it goes over time. But if you want to give him the time of day like you're asking, right? If you're What you're asking me is if you give him the time of day, is it worth it? And I'm saying yes, it's worth it if you start to date him. But what the future holds, we have to check, right? But the thing is once you're in each other's energy and you actually date each other and you're physically in front of each other, you're physically looking at each other, then the energy changes again. You see what I'm saying? Because you actually are talking to each other energetically wise. So yeah, right. So that's the answer, is it's worth it if you talk to him, because you'll date and he'll be fine. But there's a trust issue on both sides, obviously. I think most people are like that anyway. We all have been hurt. We all have been, had some bad shit happen, but we have to release that and give the next person a chance if you're willing to do so. And some people just don't want to do it at all. So it's kind of sad. But if you were to give him the time of day, I think it'll work out for now. But you have to get that energy with each other in order for things to get better, or to actually work, right? You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. And I'm so glad to see you. I haven't seen you forever. And I hope everything's good, with your job and life and everything else. I know sometimes when we come in here, I have a chance to speak to everybody and catch up. But it's nice to see you again. And I'm glad, somebody's about to give you the time of day and be good. Well, Lucky, sometimes that's a problem, apparently. My words are a problem. My opinions are a problem, Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna bash the person back. I really could care less, because what this person said was all fake and false about me anyway. So I ain't even worrying about them. I ain't even calling their name. Like, because I made a comment about a certain service, he got offensive. And I'm like, well, that's up to you. Hey, Alexandra, how you doing? Well, it's another reader. It's another reader bashing me. So, but I don't really care. They can say whatever they want. They have a right to their opinion about me too. But it's sad because I defended this person not too long ago. They were in a chat, and one of the mods got rid of him, right? And then I defended him, and then he came into my chat, and I said, "Yeah, that was fucked up, but you got to look at it on the mod side, you know." So, and then he totally agreed with me and totally was cool with my answer. And he says, "Yeah, thanks for saying that because at least this and that and blah blah blah, you know." And I have never done anything wrong to this person. He just thinks that I'm bashing him directly. If I want to bash somebody, I'm going to say their name. If you look at my old videos, if you start trouble with me, I'm going to come back and say, look, where's your receipts? Everything he said in that live is all like personal attacks. And my opinion, you don't like my opinion on Reiki? Really? So if I don't really know anything about Reiki and I tell you I don't know anything about Reiki, and if you prove that you can do it, then I'm going to come to you too. So if he says that I said that fake Reiki's fake and I never said those words, you can't find those words on here. I said people who say they can do it are fake because that's what people do. And I even said my ex used to say that she knew how to do Reiki when I know she didn't. And she says, I do it to make money, to like try and bring people to me. So because I said that, I'm a bad person. Whatever, bro. And then you want to call me names and racial shit and all that stuff and talk about what I look like. But you talk about what I look like, but you don't even show yourself on camera. So how are you going to criticize what I look like if you don't even show yourself? That's my question to you. You don't show your face, but you want to talk about mine. So who really is the hypocrite? Who really is the weirdo? So like I said, I'm not going to like give you no more of my energy. I'm just responding to your stupid comments. Anyway, this happens every now and then. People try to get like a beef gun so they can get relevant because they're mad. All right, Maria, are you here? Yeah, it's all good. Like I said, I help people and this is how they repay me. Well, there you go, Teresa. Like I said, some people, like I told you a long time ago, people will show you who they are. They will use you and then they will not even care about you and not even probably give you condolences or anything. but that person said in the live that you come to their you get readings from me and get readings from him. So he's trying to start trouble between all of us so we can all go against each other and pick sides, because that's what childish people do. All right. Maria, if you're here, let me know. All right, Lucky. All right. So Maria, you're next, but if you're not here, because I think she probably was on her break. All right. So Antigone, you're next, and after Antigone is Alexandra. Yeah, you can go ahead and ask your question, Antigone, because Maria's not here. Well, it's all good. Like I said, I don't think he'll come in here and apologize because he ran me down to the ground and was very personal and racial. So obviously, I can see what's in his heart. So, you know, like I said, I ain't done nothing wrong to the person or his little minion, because that's what I'm going to call her from now on. She's a minion. Because ever since she's been hanging around him, she's changed towards the people who she was around all this time. Yep. And she also fails to realize who encouraged her to start her channel. It wasn't me, though. It was him. Like I said, I can say a lot of things because I have receipts, and I can say a lot of things, and whatever I say is true anyway, because I don't lie and I don't have to bash somebody in the way that he did. But at the end of the day, like, you people prove who you really are. You know. All right, so Antigone, you said, I know, right, Marley? Don't they know you're in here? All right, how is Michael? He talks a little now. What is his problem? All right, let's check. I would say Michael is focused a lot on like family stuff, finding his security, dwelling around family members or people from his family. I would say the reason why he's trying to like discontinue his effort with certain people and certain things. He might be a bit shy at times. That's why he probably doesn't talk to you that much. He might be shy, or he just feels like there's always something better to talk about, but he doesn't know what to talk about sometimes with people, or he just keeps to himself because he feels disappointed that when he puts in too much effort, he discontinues because he feels like no one really, cares about him or whatever. But it looks like he has a lot of abundance in his life, like a lot of money, a lot of happiness. But when it comes to select people, he'll probably like, be shy or not really say, too many things, right? But I feel like he has a lot of good things going on for him. It looks like he has a dominant personality, so if he did say something very nice, not very nice, then that's probably his personality coming out of him. So, yeah. But he's trying to like sort his life out and sort like all his family issues and stuff. He doesn't have any family issues, but like if he does, he'll deal with them. I see in the cards he's dealing with a lot of family matters, home, work, being disappointed with people, being shy to talk about things, trying to find a better way, and like he wants to like offer his services and love to the people who love him back. So right now he might be like focusing a lot on family life because I get a lot of family things here. And I get that he's mature and he's very courageous and bold deep down inside, but he has like a one of those personalities. So I would say that's how he's doing, you know, but I don't see this is how he is. But you said like what is his problem? His problem is probably not wanting to put in a lot of effort with certain people because he's disappointed them, or he's just shy and he doesn't want to talk about things, or he just like feels like if you don't benefit him, then why should he talk to you? There's a lot of people like that. If you don't benefit them, then they don't care about you. So I hope this makes sense, but this is what the energy I get from him. Yeah. But I don't see him being sad. I just feel like he just doesn't, he's disappointed with certain people or doesn't want to continue his effort towards people, certain people. So, yeah. But he's definitely with family and stuff and very happy to be around family. So he's got some good family life stuff right now. So I would say let him be, you know? Yeah. Well, I got him as the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is a person who's very dominant. They want everything to happen their way. They have a dominant personality. You know, they act mature one way and then act a different way, you know. Yeah. So yeah, he's not innocent, right? Marley's gonna go live, she said at around 7:15 Eastern time. So I don't know what that is in mountain time. Well, put it this way, in about 4 or 5 hours from now. All right, cool, Antigone. Glad it made sense. You're welcome. All right, Alexandra, you can go ahead and ask your question, and thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. All right, cool. But right now he's doing good, so it's just that you know. Yeah, me neither. I didn't really get that much sleep. I had a lot of crazy dreams last night. I had dreams about this guy that used to work on bikes, and I don't because I've been looking at bikes lately because I want to get a new one, and I have my dad's old bike, and it's like kind of a old piece of crap, and I want to get rid of it. I want to sell it to somebody that needs it, and then get a new bike. So because I've had bikes on my mind, I actually dreamt about a guy that passed away, and I saw his face, and I saw him working on bikes, and he was asking me about what bike I'm gonna get, and I was talking to him, and then I woke up and I was like, what the hell? Because I heard my air conditioner made some noise. And then all of a sudden, I went back to sleep and I started dreaming about him and bikes and stuff again. And I was like, what the hell, man? And then my camera went off. And because some bee was on there, a bee was on the camera going, "Bzzz," and I was like, what the hell, man? And then I got the notification and it woke me up. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get up because I have to be up at 7:30 anyway to see the pool guy. So then I go to the pool guy and he says I can't really put soap back in the pool because I have to shock it first and clean it up and I'll do it next week. I was like, all right, no problem. Yeah, I want to get a bike, a new bike, because my dad gave me his bike because he doesn't ride it anymore. But it's old and it's like kind of shitty now, so it makes a lot of noise and stuff. And I don't want to soak any money into it. I just want to go buy a new one. So I might buy a new one. All right. So, all right, Alexandra, you said, I know you said communication would get better soon, but I haven't heard from the new guy in a few days. No, I think you should reach out because if you're going to wait to be reached out, that's kind of saying that you're not interested. You know what I'm saying? I always encourage women to go back and forth with a guy. Don't always make the guy do all the work Because if you don't do any work in return, then why should that guy keep communicating with you? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't like. I mean, you don't have to bother him. All you can do is say, "Hey, just thinking about you. Hope everything's okay." Yada yada. Hey, Maria, I was asking for you, but you were gone. I'll take care of you right after I do Alexandra's reading. Well, it doesn't hurt to say, "Hey, how you doing?" or "Hey, how's it going?" No, that's all right, Maria. It's all good. I ain't mad at you. People are just mad at me. All right, let me see. Yeah, if you were to reach out to him, Alexandra, and shoot him a text or whatever and say hi or whatever, he'll really appreciate it because he's kind of feeling down and he kind of feels like you don't really like, have any, you don't want to speak to him or something. But if you do it, he'll think that you're very loving and friendly and kind by shooting him a text and reaching out to him. He'll be happy that you did it. I get all positive things for that. Because right now I feel like he doesn't really have too many friends with real meaning, and he kind of like feels like at a loss, or he might even be drinking, or he might even just feel sad or emotional. But he ended up responding a few days ago though. Right, you were the last to text, but he texted you back, correct or no? Because you said he didn't respond a few days ago. So if he hasn't responded to the last text, I would say, it says right now that he will, and he'll be happy to hear from you. So if he never responded, then I would say don't even text him back. But now I'm getting, if you do text him, he'll be happy to hear from you. But see, I got the Five of Cups here about how he feels. So he feels like he has no friends, and he feels like he has nobody like that's really gives a shit about him, you know? But then I get you here as the Queen of Wands upright, and he thinks that if you text him again, that he'll be happy to hear from you. Where the hell do you find these men? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But I mean, it's up to you. But I'm getting that if you were to text him, he would text you back. Like, he'll be happy that you text. But but the thing is, right, exactly. I remember, yeah. But let me just figure something out here. Hold on a sec. So he told you he was gonna take some time to himself, and you said you was okay with that, and thanks for letting me know, right? So you also said you didn't know if he wants me to leave him alone. But was the text that you sent, was it like worthy of a response? Like, did you text him in a I want a response, or was it just a text to say, hey, whatever? Yeah, see? So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Right. So if it was more of an acknowledgement and not wanting an answer, then I guess you can't expect much, right? So that kind of makes sense. But if you were to say, hey, just thinking about you, or, whatever you want to write, and you say, hey, I just want to know how you're doing, that's all. And then that would be like you wanting a response, If you're asking somebody, hey, how you doing? Then I guess that's where you get your response, right? So it's up to you. But I do get, if you were to text him with a text that wants a response, then you'll get one instead of an acknowledgement. Yeah, that's what I would say. Because I'm not going to change my answer of you getting a response, because it says all positive things, and you show up here, the Queen of Wands. So if you say, hey, how you doing? Or just checking up to see how you're doing, then he'll be like, fuck, she cares about me. Shit, she even asked me how I'm doing. So let me respond and tell her, yeah, I'm okay. Just, still doing my thing, whatever, not. So maybe that's the case. I'm being optimistic for you too. But the cards are not telling me nothing bad. It just says that he's still like, up in the air with his friends and people and things like that. And he feels incomplete. But then again, it says that if you were to text, you show up upright here, which means that, he'll be happy to hear from you. Now, if it was reversed, I would say, yeah, he don't want to even talk to you. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting. That he wouldn't mind hearing from you, and he will text you back. So yeah, you're welcome, Alexandra. No problem. Maria, if you're here, let me know. I'll do your reading, because I know you're like in and out and you're working and stuff, and still being a pain in the ass. The haters are acting so super nice, and you just keep acting nice. Oh, that's good. Just kill them with kindness. That's what you have to do. Sometimes these haters and people that hate on you and bash you and talk shit about you, sometimes you just gotta not even entertain it. Because when people do those things to you, it's because, like, they just want to be, want attention. So, and they'll always use reverse psychology, like you're the problem. Hey, Lisa, you have to hold your temper while doing errands. Well, that's what the card said. Don't psych out on nobody, and don't entertain no arguments. But it's the full moon, see? So the full moon energy is in effect right now. So a lot of people are going nuts and saying stupid shit and and full of anger. Meanwhile, I'm over here just calm. I'm good. In life, there's always going to be people who bash you and talk shit instead of like coming to you like a man. So, and then use reverse psychology like you're the problem. So it's all good. It's life. All right. So Maria, let me see what you said here. Give me a second. All right. You said a journal for you. The Jeff guy who I think likes me is asking me to them. He's friends with hater. So maybe they're trying to start shit between you and the hater, so that way Walter gets mad and leaves you or gets jealous. See, this is the energy that I tell people about, man. People are just like constantly want to start trouble with people that ain't even done nothing wrong to them. It's crazy, man. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with these people. People be acting weird as shit. Whatever. All right, let's check what's going on. Yep. People look for attention. That's how they are. Let's see where Walter's head is today. Well, he definitely is jealous of this guy. And he thinks that this guy's immature and he's not really like, he's a weak person. Like, apparently he's done some research on this guy, Jeff. And because, see, sometimes these things help your relationship. See, so this guy, he's done research on this guy, Jeff, and Walter thinks that this guy is a weak person, ineffective, immature, and he's like petty for doing type of things that he's doing, right? Um, he's disappointed because this guy's in your energy and, trying to talk to you and trying to deal with you, but he's going to invite you to do more things or be around you more to make sure that this person doesn't get in your energy or doesn't interfere in your relationship. So I got him as the king, as the Knight of Cups, because he's a Scorpio, right? So this is him right here. He's going to create more opportunities to see you. He's going to like talk to you more. He's going to take the challenge on, and he's going to like pretty much, go towards you and romance you and show more emotion and show that he's like, he cares about you. So that way this Jeff guy doesn't get involved in your life because he doesn't even want this person to even try to get to you or change your mind towards him, even though you reassure him of that. But some jealous guys, they want to show a little bit more, so that way you don't even entertain that person that tries to get you or to talk to you. So he thinks he's kind of disappointed that this person's trying to get to you. He knows he can't get you, but he just wants to make sure of that. Exactly. So sometimes I have a card in my deck that says, laugh at your haters and give them more to hate on. So sometimes people who hate on you so much and bash you and talk shit about you, and we all have it in our lives. Everybody has haters. Everybody has people who talk shit about them. But, that it helps. It actually, they don't know it, but it helps you. It helps you more. It's simple. So baby mama's drama is helping to him to be more close to you. And this Jeff guy is making him jealous to be more towards you even more. And that's why you guys are hanging out on the weekend, see? Because he wants to make sure he has you all to himself. So that's how it is. Yeah, he knows. He knows. Yeah. Like I said, he doesn't have a problem with you. He just has a problem with this person, being around you. And because of that, he's going to advance towards you more. He's going to see if he can have more opportunities to be with you, to talk to you, to, be around you and stuff like that. So that's pretty much a good thing. Sometimes haters can create positive situations. I just looked at the time and it says 3:33. And there you go. When you're connected, you're connected. What can I say? So overall, he's going to be more advanced towards you. He's going to ask you more things, talk to you more, be around you, making sure that he has you in his sight at all times, He'll be using his binoculars and saying, where the hell's Maria? Oh, there she is. All right, where's that other mofo, Jeff? Oh, yeah, okay. All right, yeah, he's way over there. All right, yeah, stay away from my girl, bro. Yeah, I see that he has, yeah. I'm just teasing, but I see that he has done research on the guy and trying to figure out who he is and what he's doing. Well, hey, but that's a good thing though, because you don't want some sleazeball around your woman. Because guys do that shit just to aggravate you and to make problems. It doesn't even have to be relationship. It's friendships too. He said this, she said that, this person said this person came to tell me that. That's all I hear people say. Blah, 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 all this bullshit all the time. So it just makes other people get stronger with each other when they find out that that person's telling the truth. It's life. But everything's good though. Walter comes up upright in the cards as the Knight of Cups. So that means that he's going to be very lovey-dovey and talkative to you. So everything's good. He's just a bit jealous that some other man's checking you out. But you already know that. He does it all the time. In a way, it's kind of, good because it shows him who he has and what he has. And that if he doesn't step up, somebody else will. A guy once told me, he's passed away now. He said to me, you know what, Mark? You got to take care of him first. So if you have a girlfriend, you got to take care of her first. And then after that, you deal with everything else. But if you don't take care of him first, somebody else will. So there you go. It's all good. So you'll be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. Just be positive and look forward to your weekend to come. Yes, bestals to you too. And I wish you the best always. All right, let me just catch up with my messages here. All right, cool. Just had to read my nephew's and my sister's messages in the chat. Nothing to do with me. Cool. All right, cool. I'm up to date with all my messages. Oh, see, there you go. He wore a shirt that you got him. So that's his way of saying, see, baby, I love you. That's true love when they wear your shirt. Oh, hey, Tanya. How you doing? You have camera meetings today? Did you put on your makeup and your lipstick? Lisa, I got your donation and I saw what you wrote. I'll answer you, okay? All right, so all right, cool. You curled your hair and cute clothes and earrings. Ooh, and the good glasses. Damn. That's what I'm talking about, see? So that means you're gonna get somebody sex-cited. I see what's going on. All right, Tanya, you go, girl. Do your thing, slay. Slay queen. Like Destiny says, shout out to Destiny. She says, slay. Slay the shift. All right, Lisa, let's check what's going on. Yeah, I know. I had a lot of dreams and a poor sleep last night. Teresa said she also had a poor sleep last night, and a few other people told me the same thing. It's the full moon energy. That's what usually it is. Mm, yeah. It's just every time the full moon energy is around, I believe like people get dreams and can't sleep and all that type of shit. Oh, Marley's here. Marley said she's gonna stay in here as long as she don't get no bad phone calls. And people be like, you know, be calling at our job and shit. Marley's back. Back again. All right, so Lisa, to answer this question, I would say that there won't be any of that anytime soon. I don't really get that that's going to actually happen, at least not this year. But I do get that people fear that happening, but there's going to be enough balance where they're going to balance it all out, so that way it'll never happen. I mean, it's possible it can happen, some other time, but I feel like people's been talking about that certain situation for a long time, and a lot of people talk about a lot of certain situations that are supposed to happen, but it's a fear tactic. So you don't, so you do it to bring back economic ways for people to get better, because people are always complaining that uh, they have no money, or they can't meet their goals or things like that. So at the end of the day, I would say this year it's still going to be okay, and there's still going to be enough balance and a peace, maintaining peace to figure out and find and make sure everybody has what they need. So at the end of the day, I would say it's not going to happen this year, but it all depends on what people are willing to give up or give themselves, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to, go into it too far, like you said. But to answer the question, I would say no, it's not going to happen. Not no time soon. And I don't think it's ever going to happen, to be honest, because people have been saying that those things are going to happen, but it never does. People said that here too, and it seems like there's more now than ever. So I don't really believe in that type of energy from people and saying that that's going to happen. But to answer your question, I would say no. Yeah. It's just like in 2000, people said the world's going to end. That never happened. In 2004, they said the world was going to end. That didn't happen. Then 2012, the world was supposed to end. 2020, the world was supposed to end. Then we had COVID. Everybody was supposed to die and rot and go, and that didn't happen. And here we are in 2025, and they'll come up with some other bullshit like global warming. And everybody says global warming is real. See, it's so hot, man. It's hot every damn year. What you talking about? It's hot every damn year. What are you trying to say? That's nothing to do with global warming. That's just some summers it's hot, really hot, and some are not. Sometimes in summertime it rains more than the sun comes out. It just depends. Nothing's gonna be the same all the time. But that's what I would say. Yeah, see, here it's hot as hell, and it's very humid. And I was out there working in this shit earlier today, and I was sweating like crazy. And then I came in about 2 hours ago, and I said, "Let me go live for a bit." And I also want to keep my dog inside too, because she suffers from the heat, and I don't want her to get heat stroke or anything. So I make sure she's inside in the AC. I got my electricity bill yesterday, and it's I think it was like $60 more than it originally was. So that's when you know, it's summertime because your AC is on 24/7 and your fans and everything else. So it's a pain in the ass. You got to pay to live in the heat. Yeah, people get aggravated. People get, mad because they don't have money to pay their bills and always complaining about shit all the time. But like I tell people many a times on here, like stop complaining and remember that your life could be worse. You can have a disease, you could be dying, you could be in the hospital right now. And when people have those problems and they get better, they still don't give thanks or show gratitude to anybody because they went in. So because they came out, it's like they think that, oh yeah, I'm not gonna get cancer again, or I'm not gonna get sick again. I'm good, you know? Yeah, I know. My neighbor said that he paid $1,000 for his electricity bill this month. Well, from last month, he got a bill for 1,000 and something dollars because he's got like all his air conditioners on. Yeah. Then you got your pool pump on. Here we play. Here we play. My sister plays close to that because she's got her and her two sons over there with the AC is on. Then they're home. Or they're now because they're summertime. They're home from school, so they're constantly using electricity. And then we have the pool pump going like 8 hours a day. So it all adds up. Then you want to wash clothes every day, use the dryer. The things that waste the most electricity is ACs, heaters, dryers, and washers. Those are the things that waste the most electricity, and any pumps that you have going for your pool or heaters or anything like that. So those are the things that waste the most electricity. And those are the things that you use in the summertime the most. Because in summertime you have like you sweaty clothes and you have to wash it right away because if you put it in your hamper, it's gonna stink up your damn house, right? And then you have dishes to wash, so you're constantly using water to pump the water, all this bullshit. So yeah, a life of paying bills and all that type of stuff, but whatever. But yeah, here in Bermuda, people pay over $1,000 for their electricity bill every year, every month during the summer. Because we don't really use heaters in the winter because it doesn't get that cold here. Some people use heaters in the bathroom in the morning when they get like a shower or something. They'll put the heater on so they don't when they come out of the shower that like the vent heater thing. But people don't really use heaters like that here or fireplaces. It's very rare unless we have a cold summer, which cold to us is like 50 degrees. But to you guys, that's like going out and having fun. Yeah, me neither. I don't turn the heat on. But we're always going to have something to complain about, whether it's money, bills, health, wealth. And even if you have a lot of money, people that know you have a lot of money are always going to try and get some from you anyway, because that's how people are. But yeah, life of bills and life of that's why it's so nice to be a kid because you don't even know what bills are. The bills get paid for you right up until you're a certain age. And once you become an adult, that's when life hits you. You got to go to work, got to get a job, got to pay the bills. That's the life. That life. Life, life, life. Yeah, I'm tired of dealing with adults. There's a lot of adults that act like children and talk like children every day. It's sad. You know, it's very sad how people talk about people in a very, very negative, hateful way. It's actually like delusional to me, but whatever. People are who they want to be, who they're gonna be. I can't change anybody, but one thing I've noticed of all my years on here is people get very sensitive to people's comments and people's opinions, you know? And I think people like have selective hearing and they like to cause problems just because they can. But whatever, you know. I'm at the age right now where I don't care what anybody says. I just move on. And if that person was meant to be in my life for that time and now they're not, then oh well. Like I say, people come and go. And I'm never gonna like be I'm never gonna be worried about who's in my life and who's not. Because spirit takes them out anyway. So and if I say that, it's a problem too. It falls on deaf ears, unfortunately, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty much wrapping it up right now. Anyway, I'm gonna go do some stuff I need to do. Now it's like almost 4 o'clock here, so I need to go do a few things. I need to go back outside because it's kind of like it's still hot, but it's kind of like partly cloudy outside. So I need to go do a few things before it gets too late. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get out of here, and yeah. Teresa, I'm gonna message you real quick too. All right, Lisa, it's good seeing you. Marley, Tanya, I'll see you guys later on. I'll be back probably in a couple hours from now. But good to see you all, and I wish you all a good day and a good night. And hopefully, Marley comes live, and I'll go live, and whoever else, Teresa, we'll have some fun. All right, cool. Talk to you guys later.